I've decided to do a video today to touch up on an important issue that I see about people thinking that they have to be perfect, their life has to be fantastic, everything has to go a certain way. You know, you can't leave the house without makeup because people might judge you. You can't do this because someone might not like it. And today I thought, I don't feel like doing a video. I'm having a bad hair day, I'm having a bad week, but I thought I would show you and try and explain you don't have to be perfect. The world was not meant for everybody to be perfect. Not everything will go right, and if you're struggling for any reason, for something might not be going right, something might be just shit, you might just be having a crap day. But the most important thing is to know that you're not alone. Everybody goes through shit, and I know, yes, some people might go through more shit than other people. I don't want to go into too much detail about all the crap that's going on at the moment, but I'm just not having the best day. I'm having a bad hair day. I couldn't be bothered to put on makeup. I don't really care about anything. This might be a completely pointless video, but I hope I can impact somebody. If you're watching this, life isn't perfect. If you don't like something about yourself, you know what? Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. I am having a shit day, a bad hair day. I couldn't care less about what I look like because I'm at home, it's Saturday, don't feel like doing anything, don't feel like talking to anyone. So I decided that when I'm in a really bad mood, I'll show you guys what a bad mood looks like. Actually, this is not what a bad mood looks like. You should have seen me yesterday. I was really pissed off. I think I'm getting a little bit sick. My brother has been staying at my place for a few weeks, and that's getting a little bit draining. It's like using my power, using my internet, using my shower, using my bathroom. I'm in a 1-bedroom unit with a lounge room that he's been sleeping on the floor, and that's sort of getting a little bit too much. I don't want to go into detail. I don't want to badmouth my brother because that's not fair. Just a few things that are sort of driving me nuts at the moment. I think I have issues with being in my space and doing what I do and sort of having to have everything perfect. You can see the stuff behind me, right? All of that stuff is exactly where it's supposed to go. I think I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive because I have to have everything where it's supposed to go. And on the other side of the camera is where my desk is. I have my computer desk on that side and my craft desk on that side. The craft desk was a bit of a mess, and I've only just started cleaning it, and it's sort of been my brother's dumping ground for all his stuff, and I sort of got really annoyed and I took all his stuff outside. Right now I'm just trying to get my head together and get today in some sort of alignment and make myself feel better, because what I find if I'm stressed or anxious or something's not going right or something's upsetting me, I notice that I do this, and I know while I'm doing it. I know why I'm doing it while I'm doing it, and I can't stop doing it. If I'm stressed and anxious, I tend to organize and clean and move stuff and put things where it's supposed to go, because I think I have a little bit of issues with, I don't have much control in my life. I do have a lot of control than I think I do, but to me it feels like when I'm organizing and I'm putting stuff where it's supposed to go, that's my way of getting self-control in my life. And to give you an example, I think what came from that, I think the reason why I have those issues is the first time I ever fell out of my manual wheelchair. That's the first time and only time that's happened, but there was a little step. I was wheeling along a footpath, and there was a step this big, and that step, it just stopped me, and I was going just that little bit too fast. It was sort of downhill, not fully fast, but relatively fast, and that tiny little step, it just stopped me, and then I just came straight out front first. I hurt my wrist and I skimmed my elbows because what they teach you in rehab, and even after rehab when I've met other people in wheelchairs, the thing that you will do instinctively if you fall over, if you fall out of a wheelchair, is to put your hands in front of you to stop whatever's happening and to stop the impact. But when I fell out of my wheelchair, the first impact was to put my hands out. It's like you're not supposed to do that, because if you do that, it can make the fall a lot worse. And that terrified me. The feeling of not having any control, of seeing everything coming towards me and knowing that there was nothing that I could do about that. I ended up with a concussion. I think I hit the side of my head, but I didn't hit it hard. It was more my elbows that were skimmed for a few weeks after that, and my wrist, which gets quite sore, this wrist, because I broke it when I had my accident. And I think that's where my lack of self-control in my life, I feel like I have to have control. I have to be able to control my life in some way, not necessarily being like a control freak on other people. I think this is actually making me feel a little bit better. See, that's my self-control part of it. I don't necessarily have control in my own life. Like, I get to put to bed at 8:30 every night and get up at 8 o'clock every morning, because that's when my carers can put me to bed, and that's when my carers can get me up in the morning, and I have to sit on the shower chair, go into the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and go into the shower. I need help to shower and all of those little things. I even need help for my hair. Today, having a really bad hair day, and you know what, I don't really care. Usually I'm really pedantic with my hair, and if I do put on makeup, it's usually like I feel like if I don't respect myself, and if I don't respect the way I look, and I don't like the way I look, or if I don't like the way my unit looks, if there's something about it that I can't change, I get paranoid, I get anxious, I start revving myself up, and that's when the cleaning and organizing and everything comes into practice. I think another thing that when I get really anxious is because of being in a wheelchair, and knowing that I can't do anything about it really sucks. And if you're feeling sorry for me, please don't. I am not doing this video for sympathy or for sorrow for any reason, but to get things off my chest and tell other people that, you know, it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to have a bad week. It's okay to not have control, and it's okay not to be okay. Don't think that if you're having a bad day and you have to be strong for somebody else, or you have to be happy about it for some reason. You don't have to. If you're having a bad day, you're having a bad week, if you're having a bad month, if you're having a bad year. I've had a bad 6.5 years being in a wheelchair. Life is more important, and you'll get through it. And if you're watching this and you're having trouble, then we'll get through it together. And that being said, I'm going to cut it there, and I'll see you guys next time.